You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The play fake. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson, and that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded at the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Rock it.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Edwards now on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Hey!
Crunch time, defense.
Look at me! Door! Crunch! Leo! Hey! High 7!
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Don't say nothing.
Go! Ready?
First carry now for Justice Hill. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and lift a throw. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play.
70, Indy.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rodney Anderson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Jackson on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. The great blocking nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Check right 54. Right 54. Every heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
On first down, Mixon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They toss to Mixon. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Eason. And this one complete to Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it with Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, check my 33. Check my 33.
On 3rd down, Eason, and that's caught by Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
Go out, 30 base.
Now a first down carry, it's Hill. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Here's Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Jackson, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. Got a man open. It's Ross.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On first down, Eason airing it out deep for Smith. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
On the deep ball. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Look at me. Go. He's coming. We got double up.
A final shot before break. Eason. Complete. Smith has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Go. Cheetah. Now.
2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Looking to throw. Eason. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Ready.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Can't do better.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker now for the extra point. Making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 38, Jackson. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Back to Mixon on first down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Open man is Ross, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
He's crashing. He's checking crap. Kill.
They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. No chance.
Topper.
Kill. Turn up.
Bravo.
Mike, check 33. 33.
Back to throw. Eason. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Jackson looking to throw on third. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. To throw is Jackson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Again, it's Mixon. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Mixon will try the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for me. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the out.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Andrew Billings in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike check 33.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move.
Hey, orbit.
On 4th down, Eason. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Once again, they run with Mixon. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Jackson to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jordan Evans in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Let's go, set. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Bengals, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew,
chills. My jewelry code is chill. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff that acts like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You wanna you Hop at it. Rep for your bro, for your post, your pop, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't real for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills.